So
I
cool.
I apologize again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why he does that every single time.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's
It
got
is
to be the
art.
Arby's.
Okay, so today we have probably the greatest, most 80s movie possible. Um, it's only possible with a huge ego and I'm guessing lots of coke. Those are the only way. It's the only way you're going to get something like Cobra.
Those two things basically defined 80s movies, so sure.
Yeah. So as always, except for New Year's when you left me hanging, we got Mr. Redeye reviews with us,
Hello.
and Critical Drinker is kind enough to join us today. You guys want to check out his channel? He does some reviews, I guess.
Yeah, I talk about movies sometimes.
Yeah. So people who've seen my streams, you guys know I have a few obsessions. Nothing compares to The Foreigner with Steven Seagal.
That is correct.
I think I've done like 3 or 4 videos on it, and I keep finding new shit that I never saw before. And I'm not just going to let that go. So, again, I found something new that drives me insane that I'm hoping one of you two can help me out with, or maybe chat. Somebody can help me with this.
And then Drinker, just so you know, I'm pretty sure Space Ice he's probably lost about 8 to 10 years off his life obsessing over The Foreigner. So
Yeah.
I think that's time well spent, potentially. Like, there's so many layers to Seagal as a man, as a creative.
Too many. All right. Okay. Well, let's get into it. First, I forgot to even put this in here, but there's a second obsession that's not quite as strong, but I do think about this a lot. It keeps me up at night. This has also maybe taken a couple of years just because of lack of sleep off of my life. For people that haven't seen The Acolyte, what is wrong with you? You should be watching it right now. There is one thing in particular that I just cannot get over. I just can't get over it. All right, we'll get into it. Okay. All right. So we got this I think he's a Jedi. He's looking at this guy with binoculars. Okay? He's looking for this guy. Where's this guy at? Where could this? Oh, he's right in front of him, okay? He's staring at this guy. This guy is staring back at him. He's staring at him. He's staring back at him. He's staring at him. He's staring. What is going on? Why are they just staring at each other? How long have they been staring at each other? What is supposed to be accomplished here? They're pretty close. I don't know why he has these weird binoculars, but they're just staring at each other. None of this is explained why they're just staring at each other. If you think that, I don't know, maybe the guy hiding behind the wall with his head all the way out, maybe he can't see him. No, he sees him. The second he leaves, he's like, oh shit, I gotta get him. So this lady, luckily, the stalemate is broken by this hero of a lady who says, "We knock this shit off. Like, what is happening right now? We have an amazing, well-written TV show to get into."
I think that was the power of the rivalry between those two characters. Like, they just could not break that stare. Because you never break off the stare.
The loser's a bitch, so that's what it was about.
Yeah.
Oh man, if that lady had waited like another second, because then he gets attacked. And this goes on for 45 seconds. I sped this up a lot. He's visible this entire time. He's just standing there visible. You can see him for 45 seconds. They're just sitting here talking. He's gone. Come on. He missed the fight. He missed almost a full minute. He says, oh my God, they're gone. Oh, we're not even done with this. We're not even done with how stupid this is. He's not gone. He's still there. He hasn't even left yet. He's just standing there. He's still there. Oh my God. What? See, like that's where he is. You can see he's not even all the way. He's not behind the wall. Like maybe part of him's behind the wall. More of him's not behind the wall than is behind the wall. Where is he running off to? Like, he should just stay where he is because the guy thinks he's anywhere but there.
Plus, I mean, that Jedi is not going to be running anywhere very quickly.
No.
He's a big fellow.
Do they have some of those, like, 4 Segways or something he could chase him around in.
He's going to need like Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah,
something like
you're a
that.
security guard going around. Yeah, I could see that. So I've talked about that. How about that's something that keeps me up at night? It doesn't touch the foreigner though. It doesn't touch the foreigner. Yeah, see, he's still like not even gone, and he's clearly running through the alley. He just turned.
I think I've come to realize that with the Star Wars TV shows, you have to suspend so much more reality than with the movies. It's like, have you seen the Han Solo, the Ewan McGregor TV show?
Yeah, the Obi-Wan Kenobi one.
Or Obi-Wan, not Han Solo. Yeah, Obi-Wan.
You're going to talk about the Lasergate, aren't you?
No, I'm talking about
right.
child Princess Leia outrunning full-grown adults in multiple chase scenes.
Yeah.
And they can't even cut enough edits to make her look quick. Like, she looks so slow, and she's like full-on just outpacing full-grown adults.
Because she's like, I don't know, the actress is probably what, like 8 or 10 years old or something, but she still runs like a toddler.
She's
with
so
polio.
slow.
She's so slow.
I mean, so does Steven Seagal, and he's like 80. So
Oh yeah.
you never
He does it with style though, and he just sometimes he doesn't even bother running. He just sits in a chair and fights people.
That's most of the time. Yeah, I'm gonna say some of the time. I'd say almost exclusively. I think we're gonna get into some Seagal now. It's just something that hit me that.
Okay.
You are too late. Already been delivered.
Okay, so they're looking for a package, and he's saying it's too late. It's already been delivered.
But it hasn't.
It hasn't. No.
Dangerous. What?
He said it's dangerous. He says what?
The truth.
The truth. Then he shoots him. I mean, whatever. He deserves that. But what the fuck is he talking about, the truth? Because we find out the truth isn't in the box. The box has keys, and you're supposed to take the keys to the guy's house, and that's where the truth is. How does this guy know any of this? Why did he say it was already delivered when it wasn't? It was at a farmhouse with some old lady who they're going to burn down the house and kill people and leave her with dead bodies. That's what's going to happen. It was not delivered. There is no truth. He doesn't know the truth.
Well, ultimately, the real truth is the friends that you make along the way with the Steven Seagal movie. And like, there's so many layers of truth to uncover with it. How do you even know what the real truth is?
I'm trying to think of friends he made. You mean friends he murdered along the way? I don't know if you've seen The Foreigner.
Friends he ate.
Everybody kills everybody in this movie for absolutely no reason.
He's kind of friends with the assassin.
Yeah, the guy that dies 3 times and then finally has karate chop to the chest just does it.
Yeah, this guy gets shot, I think, in 3 separate scenes. He gets shot with a shotgun out of a 2-story window.
3 times.
And he's fine. And then in the final scene of the movie, Seagal just karate chops him in the chest and he dies.
Yeah.
That's it.
It did it him.
Seagal's fists are more lethal than a 12-gauge round.
That's right.
I guess so, yeah. All right, now we can get to Cobra. Oh, well, actually, there's one more thing. If I can find it. No promises that I can find it. Okay. So, now I want to be doing my job as the most respected, I think, journalist ever. If I didn't ask you for some clarification on what's going on here. Okay. All right. I got to find out what's going on here. So, obviously, Igor's the sniper. I'm not sure if he's going for the top of the trees or if that vent's just looking fucking shady. And if that vent tries something, he's going to blow its head off.
He would not stop talking about that vent, by the way. He had a fucking vendetta against it.
Okay, well, let me show. So, for people that don't know, let me show you what happens. Okay. You're his spotter, bro. You're his spotter. You're supposed to watch his back. What were you watching? He had that vent on lockdown. You know what didn't shoot that guy? The fucking vent.
Yeah.
That vent
I was into the vodka big time that day. I mean, what can I say? And I just was not on the top of my game.
Clearly, because you're not even
slow turning around.
You're looking off. I mean, you're looking off where people are, so I guess that could be your defense. Like, there's nobody in that fucking tree, and that vent's a vent. But neither the vent nor the tree.
You know, it's funny. I actually, when we did the first version of that scene, I had binoculars in my hands instead of a gun, and I was like looking at the vent.
Ah, okay, yeah. 3 eyes are better than 1 on that stupid vent.
Yeah,
They're
well,
gonna do
you
it.
never know what it's going to do. That's the thing, right? They're slippy, these vents.
I
Turn
bet
your
she's in
back on them, and then boom, you're dead.
She's in cahoots with that damn vent. That was their plan. I'm gonna distract him by being a vent. You come up from behind him and just waste him. All right, well,
they wouldn't let us go closer to the edge of the roof as well. That was the big thing. Health and safety, man.
That makes a lot more sense because that's more of a realistic question. Why are you in the center of the roof?
Yeah, because they were like, you're going to fall back and you're a clumsy asshole, so you will definitely fall right over the edge of this roof and die. So it's like, okay, you got to be well back from the edge.
So I guess you can blame the alcohol. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. Okay, now we can get into Cobra.
Finally.
Well, that was important house cleaning things we had to take care of. So if you guys haven't seen Cobra, I don't know what's wrong with you and you're dead to me.
That's
In
fair.
America, there's a burglary every 11 seconds, an armed robbery every 65 seconds, a violent crime every 25 seconds, a murder every 24 minutes, and 250 rapes a day.
I actually looked up the crime statistics. That is almost spot on. Like, that's not made up.
And that's the
Oh, that's
80s,
kinda
right?
crazy.
Compare that to today. Those are rookie numbers, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at 1986. 1986. Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I did the math because it does it for years, so you got to factor in the seconds, minutes, all that crap. Yeah, no, that's accurate. Some of them are even lowballing. Like the FBI statistics I looked up were actually higher than what he said, and that sounds insane.
Yeah.
I just love the Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, the way he's talking.
It's
talks like this at
Stallone.
the end.
It's so Stallone though. He's like, in America.
Yeah.
It's so weird. He doesn't talk like that ever again until the very end. At the very end, he starts sounding just like this. So I don't know if they did this last or they did that last scene first or something.
There was a high degree of no fucks given from Stallone throughout the course of this movie.
Yeah.
So
he was not invested in this.
It shows. This was actually very successful. I think it made like $160 million on like a $30 million budget. Like
It did, yeah. It did pretty well.
Like this seems like maybe it flopped, so we just tried to forget about it. But no, this was very successful. Very successful.
You know what I would put it down to, right? The poster. That fucking poster is badass. It honestly makes it look like it's going to be the sequel to Commando or something, right? It's not. It's absolutely not. But it's like the most badass action movie poster. He's got like the submachine gun with the laser sight.
Yeah.
He's got the sunglasses. He's huge.
It's got a great phrase too. It says, "Crime is a disease. Meet the cure."
Yeah.
That is epic.
I do like that. Yeah. He's a lot of great lines. And great, I mean just like somebody should tell them work on that.
This is where the law stops. And I start.
That one's actually not too bad. He has others that, if you think about it, you're like, what the? Okay.
I like in the grocery store.
Oh, the grocery store, he's got like 3 of them.
Like,
he's always talking about food as well. Like,
I don't shop here.
Talks about food a lot. All right, man. I forgot what's next. Probably the grocery guy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, this.
Oh, the Axeman.
This bit I love this bit. Look at that poor guy in the business suit. Like this middle-aged guy who could barely even hold the axe. He's like, why am I here?
Yeah, so I think this is supposed to be a Fight Club thing, or they're trying to say it's secret underground. It's everyone you think you can trust. It's the policeman. It's the businessman. It's the mailman. We know where you sleep.
There's a couple lumberjacks in there, and they blend in way better than the rest.
There's so, like, because I guess we'll get to this, but like I ended this movie with so many questions about this underground like murder club, and like, what are they? Why do they do this? What's their goal? I don't know. None of it's in the movie.
Nope.
The Night Slasher says a couple things, and I think I stopped it on those so we could figure it out. That's the only thing we're given about any of this.
They
Just
even
some
cut
lines.
back like 2/3 into the movie. They cut back to the underground just to be like, hey, just so you don't forget, remember these guys with axes? Like, okay, moving on.
Still clapping their axes
Still
together.
doing it.
Or they're all dead. He kills Stallone kills a lot of them.
He
kills
does.
so many.
Yeah, it's like the Battle of Stalingrad at one point, man. Like they don't care either. Like they get mowed down by the dozen. They're just like, it's fine.
Yeah, they're chasing
Going.
him on a motorcycle. A lot of them don't have guns. They're chasing the pickup truck. Like, I don't know what their goal is. The truck's gonna win, but good luck, guys. Yeah, this guy's really hard to figure out. He wastes so many rounds on not people.
He hates those fucking melons.
He hates
What?
melons. He hates potato chips. He hates shopping carts. He doesn't hate people that much, just like one or two guys. Mostly one guy who just runs terribly, so he deserved it.
Yeah.
Very few people. Okay, this. What are these people doing? Look at that guy running back in. He's like knocked that old lady out of the way.
He's gonna loot.
He's like, I gotta be a hero. I'm gonna take this guy down.
I got a couple of these where people are running the wrong way. They're like running at him. It's terrified. Like, I don't know if they think he's gonna help them from the. None of this makes any sense. This guy, that makes no damn sense. The guy, he can't see the guy. This is what I thought of. This is what we get from that. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Oh yeah.
That's what that is. It's this guy. I'm doing it twice just because you can't see this just once. It's too good. It's too good. So that's what that guy's doing. Is that?
God, if only there was a product that he could purchase to help him there.
If anybody knows what infomercial or product this is, please tell me. I have looked so hard to find out what this actually is. Obviously, it's for stupid people who fill the bucket up before they go to where they need it. Like, why even without everything else, why would you fill a bucket up all the way and then carry it down this driveway?
And unattach the hose and carry the.
He's got two hoses. He's got two hoses. He's got one that's still attached, then one that's just wrapped around him. Please, chat, look it up for me. Somebody's got to be better at Google than me. Oh yeah. So we have these
That
people
guy-
knocking people down. That lady pushes him out of the way. He says, "Get the fuck out of my way." You can see a little bit in the background. She's knocking people out to get to the guy. She's knocking people down to run towards the guy, shooting everything with the shotgun.
The guy with the grey jacket has just got the best run. Is that a guy, actually, who was running away from us?
Who is that guy? I don't have his name.
If you go back a couple of seconds, it's just an extra of like, is that a lady?
Oh, no, that's a lady. Yeah, no, it's an
Oh,
old
okay.
lady. That's the one that pushes the guy for some
Oh,
reason.
right, okay.
Get the fuck out of my way. And then she just holds her hands up like, oh, God, what did I just do?
Ah!
I love that. It's like they just said, all right, run around like things are crazy. Like they didn't even tell them what's happening. Just run around crazy. Incredible work, guys. Chips. Why the fuck? I don't know why they explode like that. Why are they the shopping cart. Why would it just jump? It just jumps straight up. He shoots it. It's not even the way he shot it.
I just love how shotguns are treated in movies, especially 80s movies. Like, if you shoot something with a shotgun in an 80s flick, it will fucking explode like it's been hit by an anti-tank round.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
great.
I mean, it's clear they probably had like a squib or something in the chip that just
Yeah.
exploded when he shot it, but it's so ridiculous. Like it jumps up. He shoots it forward. It jumps up. You see the little pogo thing, I think, on the bottom there to spring it up, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to make it seem more intimidating. Maybe they tried just shooting groceries in the shopping cart, and it's like, well, that didn't look as good as we thought. That looked kind of stupid. Oh, he racks it. Tells the guy to run. Racks it again. So this idiot just
Wasted around there.
yeah, a shell just came flying out, and he's hoping nobody saw it. That's exactly what's happening right now. He runs the wrong way. He's gonna make a right there. He was like making a right. Like, what the fuck are you making a right for?
Pretty sure from that range as well, like a shotgun ain't gonna do that much to you.
Oh,
Like,
a shotgun from there will kill you easily.
you think? Like,
Yeah.
Felix a good like 50 feet away from him easily.
Oh man, a shotgun will kill you from 50 feet. Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's kind of like a thing that came from video games where like the shotgun's terrible if you're not right up on someone. No, shotguns will travel. Absolutely.
This is actually Stallone's real car. He owned it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not still like he ruined it in the movie, didn't he? Like, I don't
No,
think-
Well, he owned they used his one for like just scenes like this where he just drives up, and
Oh,
then
so
they
he
had
had
like 2 or 3 stunt versions that they could fuck up. for the chase scenes. But yeah, it's like a Plymouth 1950 or something crazy. Like
It's a
yeah.
Mercury.
Mercury, that's it. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's a 50. I'm guessing because it's around there, and the 50 I'm guessing is why there's a 50.
yeah.
Or maybe it's that, or it's police 50. I'm not sure exactly what the 50 is for.
It is awesome though. Apparently,
It's awesome, yeah. He's
Amazing.
I guarantee you everything he just thought of when he was doing this was what's going to look cool.
yes.
What if I have a match in my mouth?
Yep. I that was one of my overriding thoughts watching this movie. Like everything about his character is like there's no real attempt to write a human being. It's just like what's a bunch of cool tropes that we could put into a guy. And like there it is, like, okay, he drives a cool car and he wears sunglasses all the time and he's got a matchstick in his mouth and he hasn't shaved for a couple days. And he's like, he lives alone in an apartment and he fucking uses scissors to cut up his pizza for some reason. Like,
Don't
okay.
worry, we're going there. Don't you worry. And he keeps his newspaper in the grill. It's none of it makes any sense, and God bless him. It made this so much better.
Yeah.
So much better.
How bad is it? It's bad.
Look, okay, so I'm pointing out the guy's holding his revolver in his hand while he's drinking some coffee. Nobody has a holster, I guess. Stallone doesn't have a holster the entire time. He just sticks in his pants.
Yeah. And I'm no gun expert, right? But I'm pretty sure that's a dangerous place to keep a loaded gun.
It's frowned on. I don't know that department's policies. I'm guessing you're not just supposed to do that, but they're pretty laid back there. And that guy dresses like that the entire time, like he's a newsie from the 30s.
Yeah.
Look, I don't agree with them bringing you in here. I just want you to know that.
Why would you say that?
Okay, thanks.
What's the point of that?
That guy's one job throughout this entire movie is just to be a complete asshole.
Oh
Yeah, and it makes no sense. At some point, I was going to bring this up, and it drives me insane. So, Stallone's a lieutenant. This guy's just a detective. So, Stallone's at least 2 ranks above this guy. Like, he has no business talking shit to him at all. He's like the lackey for the captain, but he's just a detective. Like, I don't know why a captain has a detective as like a secretary. But that's all he does. He just follows the captain around and just gives him advice.
It's a cushy gig.
Yeah.
We'll get more into that rank thing, because that's one of my pet peeves with a lot of cop things. He just goes in the front door, I guess. Okay. And he just stands in the doorway.
That's the genius of his plan, you see. It's the last thing they'll be expecting.
The last thing is be the front door, and they just stand in the doorway. People that know tactics know you stand in the doorway as long as possible.
That's right.
Because you want a good funnel point, and just to hang out at the funnel point. Make it so much easier for people.
I also love how he opens a glass door quickly. Like he's going to, oh, now I can see inside.
Yeah, I mean, he opens it faster than he goes in. I can understand if he
Yeah.
flew in there trying to get, not in the doorway for a long time, but he opens it up. Hey, look at me. And just kind of slowly goes in. But he does have his gun. No, he does not have his gun out now. So the guy's shooting people. He's saying he's going to kill everybody. Nah, don't need my gun. The guy out there drinking his coffee, he needs his gun.
Face the Windows TV cameras! I got a bomb here!
The old Pepsi product placement, eh?
You think
It's a
so?
great little poor ad thing.
Yeah, I quite like that actually.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. He wants a camera. Then don't tell me you have a bomb. There's no camera crews going in there if you have a bomb. Like, tell me you don't have a bomb. You just want to talk to a camera. Zero chance of this guy's plan. And this guy's plan goes against like everything else in the movie. He's from the cult, the top secret cult that they trying to kill everybody so they don't tell anyone about. But he's trying to get cameras in there. Why is he trying to get?
I mean, does everyone in the cult get to pursue their objective of killing people in their own way? So like the slasher gets to just, murder people quietly at nighttime. This dude just decides he's going to shoot up a convenience store.
It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like everyone's been killed by the slasher with like his couple people that help him. And I don't know how they know, because they talk about how like, oh, this one was different too. These are all different ways someone's died. It's got to be the same guy. Like they never really say why they know it's the same guy.
You bring in the TV or I'll kill them all!
God, I love
You
this.
understand?
I love so much about this. So much. Just opens it because he's like, this would be badass if a cop just take a drink. But the reason he does it is to throw the can. And that's it. He doesn't use it like as a distraction. He just throws the can and then just stands there.
He walks out.
Oh, okay, go around him. Right, go around him. No? Okay, well, he knows where you are now, idiot.
I guess get him to waste some ammo? Maybe?
Yeah, gotta drink another one, I guess.
Yeah, just keep drinking and throwing them out.
I mean, that works if you know how much ammo he has.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that was just like, oh, it'd be cool if I drink a beer. Like, what can my excuse be? I know, I'll throw it. Okay. Nothing goes beyond like one level of why. There's no second level. So as long as you answer the question, doesn't matter how stupid that answer is, they're just going to go with it.
Because I think a lot of what he does in this movie is just Stallone ad-libbing it.
Yeah.
Like the newspaper in the grill, the pizza with the scissors and stuff. I think Stallone was just trying to give him something, like some kind of personality.
Well, the thing is, Stallone's very talented writer. He's a smart guy. He can write really well, which makes this blow my mind. People forget Rocky. Not only did he write, but that's like a good, serious movie. That's not like schlocky Rocky 4, which I fucking love, is the best Rocky. But it's like actual drama, actual like people. Like it's really well written. Just like Rambo, which I know he like got from a book, but that's still he can act and he can write. Like he's very talented. He's not as stupid as his slur makes him seem. Like everyone thinks he's stupid because he had that nerve damage. But I
think what happened to him is like you had that period in the 70s where he started out as this like interesting character actor and like writer, obviously, but kind of like the tortured artist, and he poured all of that into movies like Rocky. Then he hit the big time, and like his ego absolutely got the better of him in the mid 80s. Like he was roided up, he was probably on coke, he was like desperate to compete with Arnold in every way, and like the writer, the intelligent artist went out the window, and he just became like 80s man, movie star. And that was by all accounts, he was an absolute prick on the set of this.
So this was 86.
Rambo
2 and Rocky 4 were both 85. So his ego's off the chart right here.
Yeah.
Everything he touches is gold.
I mean, I can tell you, like pretty much all the other actors on this were told that they couldn't even look at him, like the extras and stuff. They were not allowed to look at him, and that came from him directly. And this whole movie was born out of an aborted script for Beverly Hills Cop. Like he was originally supposed to be in Beverly Hills Cop. He tried to rewrite the whole thing, took out all the jokes, and the studio said, "No, this is fucking stupid. Like this is a completely different movie." So he left. They brought in,
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, that was it. Yeah, name escaped me. Obviously, that became its own thing, and he took that aborted script and then it turned into this. This is how this movie came about.
Yeah, which it's so weird. Like, why? I find it weird when they try and write and rewrite and change things for them and then make it just so stupid. Like Seagal, I get because he's a stupid person, but weird an intelligent person would do this. I mean, I get.
What do you mean? Seagal's a creative genius, man.
What?
That's his secret. It's like, okay, here it is, right? I'm just going to make every character exactly the same in every movie I'm in.
I don't think he even knows he's doing it. He just thinks that's really cool. Wouldn't it be cool if I had this? He's just always thought all those same exact things were really cool. That's my theory. Is he just does it because he thinks it's cool and he's a child. He starts with his one-liners, these insane one-liners.
Hey, dirtbag, you're a lousy shot. I don't like lousy shots.
Yeah, so his problem is he's a lousy shot.
Yeah, you should have killed me straight up.
Not murdering people.
You then.
Not threatening people with a bomb. No, it's the fact that he missed with the shotgun. Now he's got to kill this guy.
He nailed that Coors can, though.
Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, I don't know what the lousy shot. He's been on every time. I love this. He kicks in. Why isn't he shooting? Why is he pointing the bomb at him? He's got a gun. He's pointing at this girl next to him. And he's pointing the bomb at Stallone. Stallone should just be unloading on him, but he doesn't. He's got to say more cool lines.
I got a bomb here. I'll kill her.
Okay. Not gonna kill Stallone, so he's
I'll
good.
blow this whole place up.
Go ahead. I don't shot her.
Best.
He just looks at him like, the fuck did he just say?
He's like, oh god, I'm gonna die.
Well, that's well, that was certainly what the threat was about, his shopping habits. Oh man, well,
It's like, holy shit, I've encountered someone more crazy than me.
I was counting on the 5-minute extra drive he'd have to do to go to the other store, but man, I guess he doesn't shop here anyway. Shit. Okay.
You want to talk? We'll talk. I'm a sucker for good conversation.
God, that's so stupid. Okay. It goes nowhere. The next thing like
Are
contradicts
you
that.
bringing the television cameras in here now?
Can't do that.
Why?
I don't deal with psychos. I put them away.
So we have like
Stallone could not give less of a fuck here if he tried.
we get like 4 one-liners for the one guy. Like save him. There's up more people. 'Cause he goes like most of the movie with nothing, and then at the end he does like another 4 or 5 real quick one-liners to the same guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't space him out.
I'm a hero of the new world.
Good disease. Not the cure.
Okay.
There it is.
That's weird, but okay. Is he not pointing his gun at him anymore? Like what is
Yeah.
happening?
He's like, that guy could just straight up gun him down right now. No problem.
Yeah.
And he'd have nothing.
I mean, I think his gun's still supposed to be out. It's just obviously not in the headshot. Like, okay.
You saw him lower it, though. You definitely dropped it down.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying.
Wait, so he's got a knife as well, but he had the gun two-handed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He's Stallone. He can do it. Just all of that. The knife part was pointless. You didn't need to do that knife thing. You could just shot him.
Yeah, like if he was planning to kill him anyway, why don't you just, like, as soon as he kicked the door and just start shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It makes no
Actually,
sense. You wanted to talk to him.
The knife would probably get the hostages shot way like easier than just shooting the guy.
Yeah, we see he's an incredible shot. I don't know if he misses a shot in this movie. He could have hit him in the head anytime and just ended the whole thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't try and get his motivation, find out what's going on. Is he anybody working with them?
And he says drop it while unloading into him
Yeah.
too.
Hey, he checked that box, okay? You're supposed to do that. He did it. They can't get him for it.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Is it necessary? Come on, almost did he have to die?
This guy, what? He knows nothing about what happened. And Stallone doesn't just say, yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, no, it was necessary. I mean, look at what happened. This was a very by the book. Yes, it was necessary. He was going to kill everybody. He had a bomb.
You tell that to his family, huh?
Just all of that. What? They would not let the media that close just like
No.
harass the cop. They don't just leave the body on display just to shove in people's faces. Like, look at this body, this kid. But okay, Stallone, you sure showed him. It's like you have
This
a
scene is so
your house,
fucking
no.
stupid.
you
It's
have
like-
a
You've clearly got a fucking classic car there. Like, why would you bump it into someone else, like, ruin it, and then, like, square up to the guy, give him shit, and then walk away? Like, clearly he's going to trash your car as soon as you're gone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the vehicle. I mean, it's a 50, but this was 86. So that's kind of like what a 90s or 80s vehicle would be today, like a mid 90s.
Wow, I know, but it's like,
I
you
know.
know, when you go back to, like, the 50s, it's like, that's
And I'm just trying
a
to put
much bigger
myself
leap than
myself in the mindset of 1986. Like, what would I think of that vehicle? Like today, it's coming up on 70, 80 years, but back then, I don't know what that was like.
What is pinche?
Me.
It's just
I
the
love
whole
it.
scene is so pointless.
That's to make sure you know how badass he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wears
And-
leather gloves all the time, even though it's probably really hot and like it's probably really uncomfortable to wear them.
He eats his pizza with his gloves on.
And totally blow this undercover guy's his cover when he tears his shirt.
Yeah. Well, the weird thing is, I don't know if I kept it in.
Clean up your
It's in
act.
multiple
This,
shots.
right
It's not like
there.
you just see it there. I think you see it like 3 times, and I think there's a different camera that comes on, and it's still there. I didn't put it in there, but I thought it was super weird.
He's got a mic taped to his chest.
Yeah, they do, like, there's a part where Stallone's walking away, and the guy turns around. It's clearly different camera angle, clearly different setup, and he's still wearing it and just walking away.
That's so weird.
With this big old wire on him. Yeah, this is the newspaper. I guess he reads it all on his way to the grill. Shouldn't there just be like a collection of those in that grill?
Yeah,
That's
well,
funnier.
Well, he actually grills them each night, and
Oh, okay. There we go.
It's good fiber.
Don't need charcoal. You have newspaper. And the pizza thing, there's so much more craziness just in the scissors. The scissors is a big part of it. It's in the freezer, I think. Yeah, it's in the freezer.
And there's one slice left.
One big slice with his gun cleaning kit. Why is either of those in the freezer? He chops a smaller piece. He's going to obviously eat with his gloves. Chops a smaller piece. The egg carton is where he keeps his gun cleaning. He just puts the pizza on the table. Who cares? It's his gun cleaning table. It's got a bunch of grease and oil and that stuff. Yeah, whatever.
That's how badass he is. I
mean, that's near freezing point for that stuff. Maybe he keeps the freezer warmer on purpose. I don't know.
I don't get what the advantage is meant to be there.
There is absolutely no advantage. Maybe he likes it cold.
Surely there's a better way to store that.
It could just, like, literally anywhere else.
Like literally any other container.
There's a better place to store
fit it better.
None of this is necessary. Oh, then the I gotta prepare myself. The insanity of this. He puts the TV on and he's listening. We just listened to this for a while. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. I cut it out because of copyright and be so long, but there's a loud-ass Toys R Us commercial that we sit through while he's cleaning his gun. It's that loud and insane. There's no way Toys R Us paid him for that, is it?
I think it could be. This is Canon Films that made this, right? Like, they were notorious fucking cheapskates, like, shady dealers. That's why I think there's so much, like, product placement for Pepsi and Coors and all that. I think they honestly, that was what funded this movie.
But why Toys R Us while he's cleaning a gun? Like,
I have no idea.
Usually they want your thing.
Maybe they were like super chill about like how their brand placement was put into the movie. It's like, it's going to be in a Sylvester Stallone flick. Cool, that's good enough for us. Here's $10 million.
And it's like, why that? Did it have to be that loud? Like, it has to be intentional because just how loud that was. Oh yeah, these are the killers. They wear those pantyhose over their face, which makes them look so much more suspicious than if they didn't. Like, if a cop drives by, loud. That's how they kill people in public. They smash the window so everybody can hear. She's screaming. They somehow no witnesses, no information on any of this.
It was in a shady part of town, okay?
She was in a restaurant. She just came out of a restaurant as a waitress. She was the only one there for some reason.
That brings the count to 16, and still this bastard shows no distinct pattern.
How do they know it's the guy? There's no pattern, nothing connecting these crimes. What a genius.
Well, maybe there's more than one killer.
Hey, look, this is not your specialty, okay?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's so
it's like whole bunch of people killed at different times in different places. Like, maybe there's more than one. No, that couldn't be the case. No way.
They never believe him, and they offer no shred of evidence or reason why they don't believe him that it could be more than one person.
That's what I mean. This guy's whole job is to just do the opposite of common sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I included it. I think when I make these, I start to realize, man, this is going to be longer than the movie itself, so I have to skip by some things. When the guy goes to Stallone's office, it says homicide on his office. So the fact that he says
this is literally my specialty.
It literally is a specialty. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, this is my specialty.
Oh, this sick night slasher killed another one, left a suicide note, some sleeping pills. He's getting creative.
And they're like, no, we don't need your theories. We're just going to wait until he keeps killing people and then we get something eventually. That's what they say. I guess you're just going to wait till he kills another one.
A couple more deaths. This is going to turn into a problem.
Oh, it's going to start getting out of hand.
It's going to start getting out of hand.
Cobra, like Monty says, you're on the zombie squad. You're a specialist that does the job nobody wants, all right?
I just love the exposition. Like, well, we could explain it, or we could just have this guy just shotgun out. Your name's Marion Cobrady. You're an undercover cop. You're a loose cannon. You do lots of shady things. You know, you skirt the law. You're on the gray line. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I just love it when they do that.
As you know, your job is the following.
Oh, thank you for telling me what my job is. I wasn't aware. Oh, they do the same shit.
I'm like really sorry. How could you possibly have hit me? Have you been drinking or something?
Yes. Like, that's supposed to be intimidating, but it's just funny.
I have to say, throughout this movie, they picked the worst actress for that role. Like,
yeah, it's insane that they picked her. Because she's almost like a love interest for the night slasher, but she seems far older, not particularly attractive, and
like really uncomfortable whenever she has to do like shooting or anything action related. Like, I don't know what her deal is. I don't know why they picked her.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if she's friends with someone. She's family of Stallone. Like, there's some connection with Stallone. Oh, and this is the whole basis for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
He just like walks up to her. Wow, I think she got a good look at you, bro. I don't know why you walked up to her and stared her down like that.
You think she saw me?
If you hadn't done that, nothing would have happened. It seems like, I don't know why they spoiled this. Like, it would have been better if we found out that she was corrupt, you know, when she turns on him.
Yeah.
Because they kind of do a thing where he's like, I think there's an inside job. And they're like, well, do you have any evidence? He's like, no. But we do, because we've seen it multiple times. It's just, all it is frustrating for the audience, how stupid everybody is.
You know almost every sicko in this city. Shake him down. Do what you have to do to get a lead on this maniac.
And if I find him?
Do what you do best.
And try not to waste the wrong guy, huh? But then again, what do you care?
All of that. Nothing changed. He was just like, you know what, on second thought, yeah, let's let him do it. Yeah, I mean, we got nothing. It was stupid, just sitting around doing nothing. And so nothing changes, and then it's like there's a backstory. Like, did he kill an innocent person on accident? Like, otherwise, that's just a really weird thing to say. Like, don't kill an innocent person. Good advice. Okay.
There is a lot that's been cut out of this movie. I don't know when you normally get into this sort of thing, but I can tell you the original cut of this was well over 2 hours. And the theatrical cut was like 90 minutes at a stretch.
This, I think, was hour 26.
Yeah. So a lot was cut out, and it was because they were trying to trim down the runtime to get more showings in. I think it was because of the Terminator. They were like, that was a really short movie, and like they were trying to not compete with it because it was like a year or two before, but like that was like a lean and mean kind of film, and they wanted to do the same thing with this, and so they cut a shit ton out of it, and that's why none of it really makes sense, because it's a bunch of plot lines that don't go anywhere.
So I heard it was a rating thing for most of it. Like, it was rated X because they didn't have NC-17 back then. It was rated X, and they had to cut a lot out to get.
Yeah, but they definitely had cut some of the violent bits, but that wasn't like the runtime issue. That was just like a few, super violent bits here and there. But it was more just like they legit wanted to make this movie a 90-minute flick. And Stallone insisted that like all the stuff that came out was anything apart from him.
I love that. Like, I don't care if it makes any sense. I just want to look badass. Okay, so
yeah, basically. I mean, like I said, this is when like he was at the peak of his ego, so of course he was going to insist on that.
Oh God, so great. It's insane that there hasn't been a director's cut release or a full version release. Right? A lot of people would buy it. I mean, I don't see the downside to it.
Sure. I mean, unless it's been lost. Like sometimes, like because none of this footage was obviously stored digitally, and it would just be on reels. It might be that it's just been lost over the years. They never kept it.
Yeah, Canon, right? So I don't know what happened with them.
I don't know how true it is, but IMDb says a very rare work print of the movie was circulated amongst fans. Has 30 to 40 minutes of footage not available in other versions, and has the X-rated material that was removed, but circulated amongst fans. Who knows what that actually,
Yeah.
what that means?
Sounds like piracy. I mean, what else would that mean?
Well, I mean, like if it's even exists.
Oh, it's got to exist somewhere. I mean, yeah, it could have been lost because Canada went out of business, and who knows what they did.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had any fires like MGM or anything, but I'd be so sad if it was lost. This montage. I don't know if it was a Rocky thing. He's like, we got to have montages. But it's so weird.
When the robot photos
for the robots.
The robots and her and Sledgehammer. They got Sledgehammer here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You blurred the boobies.
No.
Hardcore, man.
Don't want to take any chances.
Yeah, I get it.
New York Ninja got us kicked
Elephant tea kettle there is
Plus, I just thought it'd be funny if I blurred the boobs.
That's pretty good.
That was pointless. I don't know why that was a montage. The song doesn't really fit the movie. Doesn't really fit what was happening.
It's
None of
literally
it
just
anything.
It's literally just to have Bridget Nielsen do some modeling because that's like the only thing she's good at.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'd be sick not to want to sleep with you. Okay, then don't do it for me. Do it for your career. Look, I'm not doing this for you. Really. Look,
Man.
I'm just trying.
They were a
to
different
help
breed
you
in the
find
80s, man.
I respect his honesty.
Yeah.
I do. I respect it.
Very straightforward.
Just cut to the chase. Let's fuck.
And I love the don't do it for me. Oh, it's not for me. No, it's
your career.
That's a really weird.
Hey, workplace sexual harassment was not invented yet, so this is fine.
Well, I want to go back because he does two ways. He says, "Don't do it for me. Do it for your career." Then he's like, "I don't want to do this. It's just
right."
I don't know where he's going with that. I'll have to go back there.
I'd be sick not to want to sleep with you. Okay, then don't do it for me. Do it for your career. Look, I'm not doing this for me. Really. Look,
doing this for me? Who is he trying to bang her for? Like, for her? It's for
Someone's
you.
living vicariously through me.
Trust me, lady. This is for you. You're gonna get it afterwards. You're gonna be like, yeah, you were right.
It's like he feels like there has to be a transaction there. It's like, I really want to help your career, but I have to get you to sleep with me to make it feel fair.
That's so insane,
I'm
but
just
I do respect
trying to help you find happiness.
There you go. Plus, it's Sledgehammer. How can you not like Sledgehammer?
When was she married to Steven Seagal? Was she married at this
She was
time?
never married to Seagal. She was married to Stallone during this.
Oh, no.
So they divorced the year after this.
That's right. Didn't he?
Allegedly, he actually held up production quite a bit because he was banging her in his trailer.
Yeah, I've heard that story.
God.
Like he was saying something to somebody, and they're like, "Well, if you weren't banging what's her face all the time."
Yeah, I mean, if you had Bridget Nielsen at your disposal, you would be banging her constantly.
And you're Stallone, who everything you touch is gold, and everyone's gonna wait for you. Nobody's gonna tell you no. I get why these people, I guess, turn out like this.
I'm thinking of Kelly LeBrock.
Yeah,
not Bridget Nielsen.
That was the hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She was the nurse and checking them out. Just
Yep.
Oh, this coma patient, nice dick, bro.
Yeah, that's
such
it.
a weird thing.
That's it.
Ignore the idiocy. He misses. This guy. It's like the Three Stooges. This is like slapstick comedy. Like, what is happening with this? And for some reason, never mind. We got more to get to. This guy, my hero. I love this dude. You got it, bro. Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
All of that is so insane. I love all of how insane that is.
God.
Well, watch this guy. Like, he shoots again. Do you see that last shot? I think I freeze frame it. He's like, oh, don't worry. Got him. He's gonna stop.
He'll never get me now.
Move. I mean, Stallone. I think Stallone even takes this same thing. He does it in Tango and Cash. If you guys are familiar with that movie,
Yeah.
The opening scene where they're coming at him in the stolen semi, and he just starts shooting at it, and it just slams on the brakes right in front of him.
And then they somehow go flying through the windshield, land on his feet.
And like it's not in drive anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
He just parked.
I don't want to sleep. It won't make you sleep. It'll just calm you down.
So it's not explained why she's at the hospital. because she got wet. Nothing happened to her. Why is she staying the night in the hospital? Why are they giving her drugs in the hospital?
Yeah, like trauma, shock, maybe. I don't know.
There was
dirty
no trauma
parking
to
garage
her.
Pretty
water.
weak. Yeah, it's pretty weak.
I mean, something almost happened, but then he hit the sprinklers and ran away. Like, this is something, if they brought her, they'd be like, all right, here's an x-ray, go home. Like, there's...
Yeah. We got other things to do.
I'm Sergeant Gonzalez, and that intense-looking gentleman behind you is Lieutenant Cabretti.
Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. He's a sergeant. His partner is a lieutenant. First, that's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. They're the only two people on the zombie squad. Why do they have a supervisor and then like a higher up supervisor and nobody to supervise? This makes absolutely no sense. You would not be a lieutenant with nobody below you. You would not be a sergeant with nobody below you. That doesn't make sense as a rank. Like, you're a sergeant means you're, you supervisor of a squad, and then like lieutenant will do multiple sergeants, multiple squads under them. This makes no sense, but they do it in so many movies where someone's like, he's a lieutenant with nobody underneath him.
Why couldn't they have just made him a detective? That would have been fine.
There's ego, I'm sure. I'm sure he's like, it'd be cool if I was a lieutenant. I think that's why they do it. Seagal does the same thing. He's a lieutenant a lot when he's a cop and he has nobody underneath him. He's like, it sounds cool to be a higher rank. I don't know if they think it's like the military. They have that up or out rule for the most part. Either you get promoted or you get kicked out. Like, you can't just you can't just go in as a private and be a private for 30 years. Like, they don't let you do that.
Well, if you knew nothing about it, you would Google, what are the police ranks? And then you get your list printed out top to bottom, and then you're like, okay, roughly where on this list would he be? So he's really good, but he's not too good, but he's not too shitty. And then you're like, put him at like 4. And then that's it. You don't know what the role is, what the job is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't have any idea that these ranks actually have meanings to them, and they look stupid when they're a high rank with none of the responsibilities. Why is there a squad with 2 people? It's not really a squad; it's just 2 guys. And his partner never really does anything. Like, Stallone always goes in and does all the work. He just like hangs out. Like, he just hung out there with the cops. Like,
yeah, his partner's just there eating shit food, and Stallone berates him for it, and then they move on to the next scene.
Holding his revolver, drinking coffee while Stallone goes in by himself.
I don't understand how this happened to me.
Did you ever fight with anyone?
No.
You owe money to anybody?
No.
Been around drugs, people who deal in drugs?
Never, no.
Yeah, so the reason they're even here, somehow they already know this is related to the Night Slasher. I have no idea how they know, because this is after the captain said, just get the Night Slasher. I don't care what you got to do. They seem to already know her. Why are they there with her?
Are they like following up every attempted murder in the city? Like, everywhere a crime's committed, these guys are just on it.
And it's just them.
Blind
like,
luck.
Literally just, questioning every single person.
There was this guy who scared me a little tonight.
Why would that set you off? Oh, a guy that scared you a little tonight. Okay, well, that's got to be it.
In a city? No.
He looked like, this is it. We broke the case, bro. We got this. Got him.
There's a creepy guy at night in a city? No.
He doesn't even know any of that. He just knows there was a guy at some point that scared her. Okay. And
that's what we've been looking for. Scary guys.
Yeah. Serial killers, they always look scary.
Yeah.
They don't know he looks scary. He could just look like a nice guy. They know nothing about the Night Slasher. I had something that was... Maybe I'll think of it. Probably won't. Oh, yeah. If they don't go after her to try and kill her, then the fact that he walked and stared at her means nothing. She never would have thought anything of it. It's the fact that they tried to kill her a second time. The whole coming back is the only reason they even find out any of this was involved. It's not like she's a witness and she was going to report it to the police. She didn't see anything. She saw a guy that looked creepy.
And the thing is, like, because pretty soon his mugshot or his his artist impression is circulated amongst the entire police department, right? But he's still determined he has to kill this one woman. It's like, if we can just kill her, everything's going to be fine after that.
Which is also amazing because she didn't actually see him commit a crime.
No.
She just know he was kind of in the area, and that's it. Like, she's not like a great witness. You're not going to get charges. You're not going to get a conviction based on, I don't know, this creepy dude like looked at me.
See anything else?
Yeah, there was another guy in front of them.
Yeah.
So nobody believes that there's more than one person. This is their witness that they sent a whole bunch of people to protect. She says, yeah, there's a bunch of them. And they're like, nah, it's just one guy. That broad don't know what she's talking about.
Put more drugs in her. She's delirious.
Probably hopped up on hormones, baby crazy or something. You know them women.
Yeah.
Why are they protecting her for if they don't care what she has to say?
Remember the health code. Next time, take the stairs.
Okay. Now, I don't know if anyone's from California. Is there a health code that the janitor has to carry his mop bucket up the stairs? That sounds insane.
Just demeaning.
Like he's going to spill shit everywhere every time he goes up or down those stairs. Those things are heavy, especially if they're big. I think the one he has is one of those push ones that are pretty big.
Yeah.
And
it's
like
filled with water as well. That's going to be heavy. So
yeah, water and soap. So if he spills it, it's going to be all slippery. Like he can't just leave it.
But yeah, again, this is a pointless scene. Like it does nothing. It's just like
it's confusing because it's like he takes us out like he's going to kill her, but he just does nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing surprises him. He saw the button she hit. He saw the floor they're going to. Like, I'm going to kill her. Oh, no, I guess the elevator took us to a different floor. I guess I'm not going to.
Apparently his knife for this was custom made for the production. And they were told, like, make it cool and memorable.
It's pretty clearly custom made. It's like got the brass knuckles with the spikes. And it's got the blade on it. I think it's like a knuckle blade or something they call those. Where it's just like legal in so many ways. It's
late to be mopping up.
I don't know why that bothered me, but that's the best time. Nobody's out there when it's late. Like, why aren't you here when it's busy? Why aren't you here at noon? That's when you should be mopping up, when people are trying to get around.
Getting everyone's way. You've seen Scrubs.
Yeah, I don't know. That just annoyed me. Just the insane things that make no sense.
Yeah. I'm in your office. What do you need me for?
All right, so this is... I just found it kind of weird that he's got Reagan.
A giant photo.
Yeah.
Well, it just made me think, like, back then, you could just have the picture of the president in your office, and people are like, yeah, he's the president. It's not some huge stand back then. You can just have a picture of the president. It's not, I like this guy, I hate everyone else. If you don't love this guy, I hate you. Just
It would have been better if he got it signed, and it was like,
yeah.
It's like, thanks, Cobra, for saving my ass.
Because, like, Stallone was pretty good buddies with Reagan, wasn't he? He was invited to the White House and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he like, not that like they hung out all the time or anything, but like they definitely had met each other a few times at official functions, and it was like, you know, he was the most the president that typified the 80s, should I say, and Stallone was the most 80s of action stars. So yeah, it was, I guess they were inevitably going to cross paths.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was 80 to 88.
Yeah,
president. And I think Stallone just got made the ambassador to Hollywood. Is that Stallone's one of those, right? I don't know what that means.
He is, yeah. Yeah, what does he do? What powers does he have? Don't know.
I think it's just Trump just saying, I like these guys in Hollywood. Like, I make fun of Hollywood because they tend to not like me, but I like you guys. Like, I can't picture being anything other than, like, trying to stick it to the...
He's a Hollywood ambassador?
Yeah. You don't usually have ambassadors to cities in your own country.
Key to the city kind of honor?
Yeah. It'd be cool if he gave them, like, presidential authority to just, like, fire anyone they wanted.
You could just fire other actors whenever you want.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he made it up, unless it is a thing that we just don't hear about.
You just walk around, you work for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Mel Gibson didn't even know it was happening until it was announced. Like, okay, guess I'm an ambassador now.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
Get back to the hospital! Parsley!
Oh, I didn't save it here, but I don't know if I can pause it. I'll try real quick. It's where he shows the homicide on the door.
I do like, there's a sergeant's name on that wall. Sergeant P.
Poo.
Poo.
Oh, that's why I thought that. Yeah, there's Sergeant Poo. Poo.
Sergeant P. Poo.
It's really small. I don't know if you can see it, but it does say homicide on his door, and then Cabretti underneath it. So I wasn't lying, guys.
Parsley!
Yeah, he may have made up the lieutenant thing later, because it doesn't say lieutenant for him. Everyone else, like, who has a rank, it says their rank. It says Sergeant Pooh, there's a Lieutenant Kinyon, and it just says M. Cobretti. So that could have been a late addition. He's like, yeah, I don't want to just be a cop. This fight scene. So the thing that drives me, I love about the fight scene, he's just got like 2 or 3 guys out there. Then somebody just busts out of like the neighbor's window.
That guy was just
plan?
stood there waiting for his cue.
Why? Like maybe if you just they all came together, it'd been a lot easier, right? Like you want 4-on-1, you don't want. All right, we'll do 2-on-1, and then when he takes 2 of them out, then I'll come out.
Do you see the subtle Pepsi advertising there?
I didn't see it. Is it?
I know.
Oh, I
Oh,
knew
is that
it
what
is.
that is?
I
You have to
never-
look real close to see it.
Oh my god! Wow.
Maybe they were waiting so long that he's like, okay, before he busts, I need to go to the bathroom, but I can't use his. So it's like, I'm gonna use a neighbor's real quick.
Oh yeah, but because they were waiting for him. Like it's
Yeah.
not he didn't open the door. He came out the door and they swung at him and missed. Okay.
And he's like, oh shit, he's already there.
All right, I apologize, Stallone. This is not a plot holder stupid. This is perfectly reasonable. Although I don't know why he couldn't use the door to come back out.
Ooh.
So the reason I love that, he kills like 3 or 4 guys. Never mentioned ever. When he's asking, do you have evidence that there's more guys involved? None of these fucking bodies. Yeah, that's not evidence. There's a bunch of dead bodies all around my apartment. Probably the neighbor's probably dead. They probably killed him too. Just doesn't think of it. He's like, nah,
Maybe just randomly kills people of an evening, and like there's just always dead bodies around his apartment. Like, we're used to it.
The night maid just comes in and cleans it up, just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What movie was that where the guy goes like into his apartment and just randomly shoots the closet?
Last Action Hero.
He's like, there's always a guy in the closet.
Yeah, he's like, it cost me a fortune in screen doors.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, see now he's running downstairs. He knows they're up on the 5th floor, but he's got his gun out. Like, this is never right with that stupid gun. He doesn't know what to do. Yeah, it's a nitpick, but it bothers me. And then nobody.
This bit is amazing.
I don't know why she falls. I don't know if it was an accident. They're like, no, we're gonna keep that.
This terrified woman screaming through the corridors, right? Nobody reacts. There's no one there. And then she hits the fire alarm, and suddenly the place is full of people.
Oh, real fast. Yeah. So it's so weird, the falling. Like, that didn't seem to have any purpose other than funny, I guess. It's that.
Please use the stairs.
Oh my god, there's so many people.
There should not be that many people in the daytime there. That hallway is packed. That's a fire hazard. There's way too many people there.
But what were they like? They were obviously in all the rooms there, right? Did they not hear her screaming?
Well, they're like, fucking women, man. Always screaming. We're dramatic. You know them. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense that nobody heard the screaming. No witnesses for any of this. They were completely alone.
You almost got everyone killed doing it your way. Now maybe you'll do it the right way.
Okay, what is he talking about? Who did he almost get killed? He said he almost got everyone killed.
Himself when he got attacked?
She was, I mean, if he said her killed, that would have made sense because they tricked him into leaving. But everyone? Everyone was almost killed?
The whole of LA almost died because of this.
Literally nobody but her was almost killed. But okay, yeah, everyone.
Yeah, and what did he do that was so crazy? Like left her in the hospital. Under protection.
Yeah, I know. He acts like that was some crazy, like, morally gray line cops aren't supposed to do. Like, no, it had nothing to do with anything. It just... He went to look at his files for... I don't know why he went to look at his files. They really don't give a reason for that. Okay. Also, very strong evidence there's more people involved. Very strong evidence. Two of your cops just got sideswiped. Got T-boned. Nah, it never comes up. Oh, he doesn't even know this. They were right behind him. There's a massive collision. 5 minutes later, wait a minute.
Way to go.
Oh, well. Very, very quiet place with no witnesses possible. He sticks his whole body out the window just so people can get a good look at him.
Great shot.
It's like,
witnesses.
It would be the least efficient way to take someone out as well. It's like, I'm going to drive past real quickly and blast at you with a shotgun.
From so far away.
And maybe hit the headlights. That's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Yeah, there's no reason they didn't drive up next to him and then just like, oh, I got to quit.
Yeah, drive up next to them or just crash right into them and T-bone them and then just get out and shoot them with
Maybe
the
that
car
was the other
disabled.
guy's job and he thought that Plymouth he hit was that Mercury. Maybe he got confused like you did. Thought, oh, that's the Plymouth. That's what we're looking for. It looks just like that Mercury. And no witnesses. We have no witnesses to any of this. You see lots of people, middle of the day, driving on the sidewalk.
That was one powerful burst of gunfire there.
His aim with a submachine gun is fucking Deadeye. He doesn't miss with that submachine gun. One-handed, out the window, going backwards. Left-handed. Oh my God. That is the most amazing shooting you will ever see in your entire life. And he blows up a car. That's badass. Well, he then spins back around like it was
What
nothing.
even made it blow up? I don't know. It's the power of
carrying all that fire.
Peak Stallone.
Usually they use the gas tank, but yeah, they can't even use that stupid excuse. That doesn't make sense. He just shot the engine. The engine blocks, you know, those are very, very explosive.
Hey, it's a combustion engine, you know.
Yeah.
Like 3 separate times they go flying. 2 of them aren't explained. Yeah. I don't know why he went flying over that thing, but he just goes flying over it.
Yes. That would absolutely destroy the fucking car. Like, all the axles are broken right there. That ain't going anywhere after that.
And what's the purpose of that? It took him longer because he went uphill, so he's losing some speed. Like, this isn't faster. Like, he was behind the guy, and he's like, oh, I got a shortcut. I don't know where the shortcut is.
Was he planning to land on him?
Oh, stop. Oh, he's not. You know, it's fast because he loses the camera. Like, camera can't keep up with him. It's like this was like the genesis of Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah, I can't remember seeing Nos in anything before this, actually. This is probably the first time I've seen it.
I think they invented it for this movie.
It's got to happen.
Yeah, Stallone was like, dude, invent me something to make this shit go fast. Got to outrun that camera. I love it when they do that. I love it when they outrun the camera. Like, it's supposed to tell you how fast it's going.
Yeah.
Get down! Never done. In the air. Oh,
if they had been henchmen, they would have driven straight into that propeller and it would have killed both of them. Like, it would have gone straight into the cab of the car and just, like, decapitated them or whatever.
Yeah, there's no reason it went up and flew in the air. Second, he says get down, but then it starts flipping in the air. What is she supposed to be doing then? What down is up half the time, up is down. Like, what? That's not nice for him. Like, she is so confused. What does that mean? Up is down. Like, should I stand up? Like, that's what ramps her. That's what she flies off of. Because right now, if she's down, now she's up. Now she needs to like crouch down to be going up or down. I don't know. I'm so confused on if something's spinning. How she's supposed to get down? But yeah, that's that insane scene where none of that makes any sense. But all of it looked cool.
So why can't we keep this under control?
Because we're not up against one man. We're up against an army of killers. I keep telling you guys that.
How do you know that?
I know, all right?
You know.
They just will not believe him on this one.
To be fair to them, he's not giving them any of these very obvious clues. How about, I think she's right outside. You'd be like, I don't know, ask her. Ask the witness, the person we're saving. Ask her. Maybe you guys heard about.
I mean, it's like I've literally killed about 5 or 6 people at this point, and like there's still more of them out there. Probably suggests that there's a lot.
Yeah, one of them got away. There's 2 in the vehicle. Again, the witness was there for all of that. Ask all those people at that university where you almost ran over everybody. Yeah, no, I just know. Just trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro.
Well, this army theory sounds weak.
Oh well, shit. Okay, yeah. Sounds pretty weak. That's
throw that out.
He doesn't give any. They don't give any reasons too. They should have at least given some reason why they don't think it's more than one.
Yeah, I mean, I could have bought into it more if he was part of the army, like he's part of the conspiracy, and it's like that's why he's obstructing this whole thing at every step. But it's like he's totally not. He's just an asshole.
Supposedly, one of the things unconfirmed is he was actually supposed to be like. They find out at the end, like he is the leader or something.
That would make more sense.
That's one of the rumors. Like, I can't, confirm any of them unless one of you guys are the fans of this. Please send it to me if you are. I got to see it. But yeah, that would make sense. That's the only thing that would make sense. I mean, it still doesn't make sense why he's a detective and he's the secretary of a captain. Like, let's get his own secretary.
You bring in the TV or I'll kill them all.
Oh yeah, this is just to remind people that, like, yeah, he was yelling it. Remember, he was outside. He was like yelling it to you guys. This guy was literally yelling about all the people that are doing this.
Understand? It's the way of the new world.
Yeah, apparently no evidence.
None.
We got nothing.
God.
If he thinks those psychos will follow him, let him go. At least we got him out of the city.
That is so insane. It's like he thinks, okay, so the killer will follow them out of the city and get lost and just never come back.
Or, yeah, it's like, oh, well, it's not our problem anymore.
He's just going to live a new life over there? Okay, well, yeah. If that was the thing, I could at least buy it a little bit, at least make some sense. But no, he's going to kill the witness and come back. And he probably has a life and a job in this city. So, yeah, he's probably not gone for good.
Hey, MapQuest wasn't around yet. You know, how did people get anywhere?
No answer for you, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just wherever they ended up, that's where they lived.
That's right.
Just drove.
Wherever you go, there you are.
We get these like comedy things. Like these were his ideas of comedy. They're like punchlines with no joke or no setup. Like he slaps that and coughs to like cover it up, and that's supposed to be a joke. Like we're supposed to laugh, but it's only half a joke.
It's like when he's playing with the bobblehead outside and then just leaves without buying anything.
Oh yeah.
I guess yeah.
There's so many of those jokes with it's only half a joke. He doesn't seem to realize it.
It's like when Steven Seagal hosted SNL.
Oh, God.
Even that's not funny, man.
The insane amount of ketchup.
Which, yeah, I'm guessing that's a joke too. I mean, it's got to be a joke, but it's just so weird.
So much.
It's more of a joke because you're just like, what the why? Who wrote this? Why?
Because it's like the whole punchline of it is meant to be like, oh, any woman that could deal with me would have to be a little crazy, and then he just looks at her with her fucking bowl full of ketchup, and it's like, I guess she's crazy too, huh?
I love when they cut to the close up and they like the crew people are even like, that's probably too much because like the close up fries have half the ketchup that she had to put on.
And it's not like I don't think I have it on there, but it's like a huge pile. They're like little lines, like they're just kind of all over.
Yeah.
Fries when they do the close up.
It's like Bridget Nielsen just went for it a bit too much here.
Yeah, it looks like just a comical because like all of it is just like right in the middle of the fries, like. God, I love it. His finger on the trigger of his submachine gun while he's falling asleep. Why?
Nothing bad will happen there.
Why? That is a Steven Seagal thing, just the incompetence. Oh, and this guy, that is not intimidating. You cannot have this guy in your biker gang.
No, he's out.
You can't have the glasses over the hood and have him. He just looks like such a nerd right there.
They were so impressed with this as well. They had to give him his own close-up.
Yeah,
he cut way too large of a mouth hole too.
Is this after the quote-unquote love scene between the two of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like they didn't use Bridget Nielsen to her best effect there. Because it's like an 80s flick, so I figured like we would have seen a bit of tit, but not in this one.
A little Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's something they cut out for the rating. Or if Stallone's like, she's my wife. You don't get this.
I think it's that. I think it's just like, it's my wife. I don't want anyone else looking at her.
Now she's got Flava Flav.
Man, you were right. He does not miss.
Every bullet. Like, that is amazing. Even with the submachine gun, he doesn't miss. He's just like looking in. Like, he puts his gun down. He like puts his gun down. Like, oh, I wonder what's going on in there. Like, what is he doing? Then the guy just comes through the door.
That was a baller move right there. Like, why kick the door in when you can just ride your entire bike through it?
What was his plan?
It just crashes into the wall and falls off.
Obviously.
That's just overconfident.
Through a door and stay up. I mean, it's a room anyways. Unless he goes all the way through that hotel, he's not. He's got.
I mean, I like to think like he imagined his buddies were going to back him up and be straight in there after him, and it's like, no, he's just on his own. Oh,
well,
shit.
they're not stupid on bikes. Like they're on
He
foot,
probably
man.
popped like a really sick wheelie right before this, and all of his buds were like, "Holy shit, dude! You could do anything. You could go right through that door."
I think they were out there just like egging him on during the gunfight. Look, yeah, obviously that happens. Obviously, that's literally the only outcome if you try and ride your bike through a door, and there's nothing but a wall in front of you after you get through that door. Well, I love it anyways. I don't care. He's got his grenade. His police can shoot grenades. His police. Oh, God, I love it. I love how insane this police department is. There's no way they would give explosives to a cop or a submachine gun. None of those could ever be justified. You can't use either of those, but who cares? And I stopped here because they bring this guy up like he's supposed to be a thing. Like he's supposed to be the big threat or a big threat.
Yeah, and it never goes anywhere.
He like meets up with them during that. There's another montage with the motorcycles. This night slasher goes to him and he like whispers something to him. And then he's like, oh no, he's going to take him out. But make a big deal about him. He goes up, talks to him. I think Stallone just wanted another montage because he just loves the montages. And I love the montages too. So no argument there. He just like, oh shit, okay, well.
Aww.
He tried, you know. Why wouldn't he shoot anyways? Like, what is he worried about?
He's only got like one bullet.
Yeah.
I mean, you can miss, but okay. Well, that was cool. That was worth it. Yeah, so I'm talking about the submachine gun. Everyone gets hit. He hits everyone. 600 rounds a minute. You could take out 600 of those guys in a minute. He would hit every single one. And the factory. This is so, like...
This was straight up like, where can we end this? I don't know, somewhere like industrial where like there's loads of machinery and we can kill people in it. Factory.
Yeah, it's like they knew this before they knew anything else. Like, we're going to end it in the factory.
Yeah.
But we have to wait for all the JCVD movies to finish filming there.
Obviously, he knows his place. But there's one guy. He's the only guy working in the entire factory security. And he's like,
get away from me.
He's like, I'm too old for this shit. And that's all he's got. That's his only thing. And she gets him killed. I don't know why she doesn't shoot Nielsen, why she shoots him instead. Like, you could have shot Nielsen, your target, first. But that was the one employee.
He probably was about to retire. That's what it was.
Yeah, no, he was retiring. This was his last shift.
That was his last shift, yeah.
He had the grandkids he had never met before that were going to meet him.
And the thing is, he's not running the factory because he's a security guard, but like everything's still on. Like there's flames.
Everything is
everywhere.
running. Everything. This is a huge waste. They wasted so much power in the 80s. They just went home and just, it'll be fine.
Man, fuck the environment.
Yeah, there's all these fires. I don't know why everything's on fire too. There's no way that's normal for the factory. There's just fires in random places everywhere. But I guess that's how they roll here. Yeah, everything's on fire. So many fires. There is no way that's supposed to be part of the factory. Like, that's not something that's just on. One of the rooms is just full of fire. How does he know that's going to do that? That's incredible.
That could be anything.
Yeah. Why do they have that? Like, I don't know, just in case.
What is that purpose?
We need a firewall on the whatever that is, the pathway. You know, sometimes you need a firewall.
That's right.
Obviously.
For zombie crews. 2-person zombie crews.
Oh, it's the guy. He's back. He's going to do something badass. Oh, man, I'm glad he's back. I'm wondering about him.
And it's like, you're now in a building. Like, the last thing you want to be taking him on with is a sniper rifle. You're going to want...
Don't run out in the middle. Just, like, look around, like, peek around corner. Like, yeah, why are you running out in the middle? Because, oh, no, there's a barrel of flammable. Oh, shit. It's not a good thing in this place with fires everywhere to have barrels of flammable all over. But that's his whole reason for being there. Just so Stallone can...
You have the right to remain silent.
That's his whole existence. Stallone's like, I say that line, so I'm going to keep the scenes with him. Because it will look silly if I just say that to a random guy, I guess. But if we give him a few of his own scenes, then it doesn't look stupid. I guess that's the only thing that makes any sense.
But the thing is, as well, like it's not like this guy was known for being talkative. So you can like, there's some kind of payoff there. You got the right to remain silent. It's like he's never said anything throughout the whole movie.
None of it makes sense. It sounds like a cool cop line, I guess. But yeah, there's no build up to any of it making any sense. He just thought it sounded cool. And then when he lights the match,
lights it on his gun as well. He's that badass.
like, look at his gun. He lights it so much, like the metal starting to warp because of it. He doesn't smoke.
It's
What is
great.
What is he lighting these matches for? What is he? Why is he lighting so many matches? It's marking the metal.
And they obviously thought that Cobra design was going to look cool, and it's like the cheapest looking decal on a pearl handled pistol. Like,
Yeah, they could have made
so
it look way cooler. They really could have. They could have made it like engraved.
Yeah, like carve it into it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's supposed. I don't know how much you'd have to do on a barrel of a gun to get that. I guess a lot. He lights a lot of matches, doesn't ever start fires. This is the only fire we see him starting the entire movie. So it bothers me. I guess that's... Is that what he meant? Like, be quiet as he burned it live?
Maybe.
Die, bitch!
Oh, her.
Yeah. Middle-aged housewife. And like, again, there's no big payoff for her. She just shoots her. That's it.
I mean, there's kind of a payoff. I guess she tells them where they're at the hotel, motel, whatever.
No, but I mean, there's no payoff to her death. It's not like it was anything spectacular or like.
Hold on, I think you're stepping on the movie, sir. Hold on, maybe there is. But yeah, if she had racked her shotgun, I don't know why they refused to rack their shotgun before they're going to shoot somebody. It seems like stupidity to me. But yeah, if she had stopped to rack and then talk to her, she would be dead.
Let's bleed, pig! I want your eyes, pig!
This is the only explanation we get for any of the nonsense in the movie.
We kill the weak, so the strong survive!
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Makes a lot of sense.
Apparently, Brian Thompson went to Stallone a few times throughout this scene, just looking for guidance. Like, how do you want me to play this? Like, what's my motivation on this one? And Stallone just had nothing for him. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He just left. Apparently, he just did not care.
I guess if he kills weak, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense why him killing weak would make stronger people survive.
I mean, like, I guess if you do it on like a planetary level, but that's going to take quite a while if you're just killing them one at a time with axes. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't.
What's the threat to the strong that killing the weak will solve? Like, if there was a shortage of food or something, I mean, there's some reason that a lot of people are going to die, so we're going to kill the weak to make us better. That would make sense, but we don't have anything else. We have like half of a plot. Like, okay, I get that part, but why? Nah, we don't get whys. You get that. That's what you got. Make it work.
You can't stop the new world!
Okay, I guess you can't stop it. Okay.
We are the future!
No! Your history.
Again, he does like 4 lines. 4 like he should have done and then shot him. Nope. He couldn't decide which to go with, so fuck it, we're going with all of them.
You won't do it, pig. Murder is against the law.
That is good writing. That is just great writing. Yes. Shit, he didn't think of that. Fuck, murder's against the law.
Because this guy definitely looks like the kind of dude who's going to obey the rules.
And I don't even think it's against the law. I don't think this is murder. I think this is very justifiable.
I also literally just killed somebody like 2 minutes ago.
That guy's killed a lot of people. He's got weapons on him. Like, you can't arrest him.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's
threw a
very
grenade at
justified in
somebody.
shooting.
He's a credible threat right there.
He has a shotgun. He's holding a shotgun. Yeah, no, you can kill him.
He's fine.
There's no crime there.
Even I have rights, pig. They'll say I'm insane.
Yeah.
Court is civilized.
But I'm not. This is where the law stops, and I start.
Yeah, another lie. There's like 2 back to back, but I'm not. Yeah, they probably would say he's insane. Okay. So again, with the time period.
I mean, again, like, do you want to be telling him this? Like, yeah, the court's going to say that I'm insane, and then I'll go to a mental institution for a while, and then they'll let me go. So, like, there's literally no reason for you to leave me alive here. You should probably kill me.
Yeah, he does give a lot of reasons why you should just kill him. And I know this wasn't too long after the Hinckley thing. If you guys aren't familiar, the guy that John Hinckley, how he tried to kill Reagan, his bro. You guys didn't hear about John Hinckley trying to shoot Reagan? He shot like he was to impress Jodie Foster. Like he went out and shot.
Oh yeah, like in 1980.
Yeah, it was around this time, but he didn't go to prison because he got insanity. Like there's like, oh yeah, he's crazy. So I don't know if that was in the zeitgeist. Like that's why, all right, this makes more sense now in 1986 than it does right now. I think they changed some things from that. Now it's like, do you understand the consequences? And that's the only thing that matters as far as like legal insanity. Like they just, he's out now. John Hinckley's out. That's insane that he killed a guy, tried to kill the president, and he's out right now.
Damn.
He's got his YouTube channel. He does. He plays guitar or something.
So
That's
weird.
For real.
Yeah. So yeah, there is no payoff, I guess, but it's just it was later where there's no payoff. Like she jumps on him, he saves him. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Night Slasher. Thanks for saving.
Yeah.
And kill you. That was
Rose before hose and all that.
Like, what happened to her shotgun? Why didn't she just shoot him with her shotgun that she racked and then fell down? This freaking fight. This is when you attack. I don't know. I just saw this. He's blinded by that light. Like, come on, Stallone. That's when you go at him. He's got a light shining in his eyes. He can't see. Just a little nitpick. And yet the factory...
Still working.
How he gets him? That thing is not...
That's not going to go into you if you do that. It's not that sharp.
No, for that to go into him, he'd have to, like, fall from, like, 30 feet onto it perfectly. He would just slide down it. There's no race Stallone could even get him high enough for that to even be in the realm of possibility. He just, like, upper back would just, like, slide down it. It is not sharp at all. You can see how dull it is.
It's also, there's no way Stallone is lifting a dude that big.
Oh, yeah, that big, that high? I mean, because he's not a tall guy.
No.
5'7" or 5'9" or something. He's not very tall. And then this. I did this extremely fast just to show how long this guy is going down there. I think it's 45 seconds. Doesn't say one line. Stallone should have been shotgunning out lines now, because now he's actually about to die. Just watch him slowly go. Slowly go. Nothing. Nothing.
He's probably trying to think of one. He's like, damn it.
Yeah, God, anything.
This is like the coolest moment in my life, and I've got nothing.
Like, I'm joking.
He said so many that made no sense. Just say anything.
Yeah.
Do it like Arnold, you're fired or something. There's so many things he could have done.
You gonna be all right?
I'm gonna miss the
Oh,
dance
thank God, he's alive.
And that's another, like, joke, I guess. That's, okay, that's... He says he's gonna miss the dance competition or something, and that's like, oh,
Is that an ambulance?
Yeah, he's going to an ambulance. He got hurt in the whole shootout.
What does it look like, a camper van?
Well, this is
probably is. It's like, this movie was done on a budget of like $50.
They have van ambulances. I don't know about 86, but yeah, they have vans that are ambulances. They look kind of weird. That's probably one of those, because you can see, like, in the inside, it definitely looks like an ambulance. The way the seats are, like, that's not normal.
Like $100,000 to campers these days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they have them, like, for them to use.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings, pal.
So my favorite part about that has nothing to do with the fact that he punched him. It's the fact that the captain's right there and just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
The captain's right there.
Cobra.
He's like, so anyways.
Yeah, he's like, wait, get closer. He's like, you need a ride, bro? Like, he just watched that and just doesn't give a shit. Nice. Okay, cool.
It's great as well. You can totally tell that Bridget Nielsen's taller than him.
Oh yeah, by a lot.
I think she was like a 6-footer. Like she was a big lass.
I think so.
And apparently he forbade her from wearing like high heels when they were out together because, make them look tiny.
Yeah, that's quite a difference right there, though.
Let's see. She's 6'1". He's 5'10". Yeah, 3 inches.
Yeah, I bet he's not even 5'10", though. I bet he
No,
lists
he
himself
won't.
as 5'10".
That's some Vin Diesel math, right? Like Vin Diesel's apparently 6 foot, and everyone's like, that
he's
guy's
not
like 5'8".
I thought this is a weird song to end it on. This does not fit in something more rock, something harder. It's way more than that.
It's like just they slapped this movie together out of like any assets that they had, like whatever.
And the fact that it made a ton of money, that cannot be good. Like his ego must have just been so much worse because he's like, this just proves he can put no effort in. It'll be a hit.
Yeah, this is coming off the back of like probably one of his best years, like when he did Rambo
85, absolutely
2 and Rocky 4 in the same year, and this is like coming out right after it.
And both were very schlocky. Both had none of like the heart or the actual drama or good writing. They were just like, how corny and crazy can I make this?
Yeah.
They made probably more than the ones before it. So I was like, okay, well, the less I try, the better it gets. So fuck it. Okay.
But yeah, with this one, it's like it should be predicated on like unmasking the reason behind all this. Like, what does this army of slashers actually want? What's their goal? And like, who's involved? How far does it go? None of that gets answered in this movie. It's literally just, oh, well, we killed this guy, so job done, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
I got to see what's on those 45 minutes or whatever.
Right?
I would kill for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find some super chats. I'm trying to dig those up.
Oh, yeah, you had a few.
But, well, if nothing else, it was lean and mean, I guess. So.
That's what happened to a lot of, like, Seagal's stuff, too, though, because doing those, you research all the trivia, and it's like, okay, yeah, they filmed, 4 hours of whatever, and then they cut it down to 2, and then to make it a clean 90, they just removed everything without Seagal in it. And it's like, yeah.
Really?
I like to imagine like the later Seagal movies, it's like he shows up on set for like a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, you've got me for a day, so get what you can out of that. And then he fucks off. And then like the end result is a movie that's like barely 45 minutes or something, and they just have to pad it out with other stuff.
Yeah, we did Mercenary for Justice a few weeks ago, and the director said when he went there, or like the producers didn't give a shit about any of his complaints, that they had a lawsuit ready for Seagal because he would just always show up, change everything, and just leave way early when they weren't even done filming. And they wanted, like, he thinks they put this movie together just so they could sue him because he had done that repeatedly.
It's amazing.
I would respect that if he wasn't so terrible.
Well, I interviewed the director of The Perfect Weapon that Seagal was in, like not the other Perfect Weapon, but and they said, yeah, he showed up for, I think he was there for 3 days, and they gave him a hotel room, and then he refused to go to set, so they had to film all of his scenes at his hotel that he was staying at. Yeah, they used like his hotel room for a lot of the scenes that his character was doing.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Did you say there was a contract thing where there had to be an Asian lady or something?
There had to be an Asian. He had to see a naked Asian lady that was under the age of like 21 or something like that.
Jeez.
That was like in his contract, yeah. And then they brought, what was it? It's in my video, but I think they brought like a white girl at first, and he literally like threw a hissy fit, and he was like, "This isn't what I asked for." And then they had to call some girl in like last minute to fly in to do a scene.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, dude.
I feel bad for any woman that has to be in a Seagal movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why if they think it's going to help their career, they are very mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them have gone on to do anything.
No. I mean, you'd have to really go back to like the older stuff, like Katherine Heigl in Under Siege 2. Like, okay, she went on to have a pretty
Sharon
good career.
Stone. She was in, was it Above the Law?
Oh God, yeah.
I think that was before she was big. So yeah, I think you might just have those two. All right, so got Magnum Vodkas. I don't know if you guys have seen this. You should watch Icy Road with Liam Neeson. It's crazy bad. I refuse to believe anything's bad with Liam Neeson.
I feel like he's like the modern day Steven Seagal at this point, just in better shape.
Yeah, he's Steven Seagal if he wasn't as terrible, and like he actually had a legitimate career before. I can't. After Taken, where they're like, okay, now you're just an action star, and he was already pretty much aged out of action star before
Yeah.
he did.
It's like I've lost track of the number of like Liam Neeson movies I've seen where it's like him on the front cover in like a trench coat with like a black t-shirt on, just looking grim about something. And it's just like the same thing over and over again. He's always ex-CIA. Just
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who are like Seagal, but some of them at least have talent. So
yeah,
I would much rather watch a Liam Neeson movie. Like The Gray, I think is a very underrated movie from him.
Oh, The Gray is good.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, that's like there's a lot more meaning to be taken from that movie than I think.
Then their marketing. Their marketing, he fist fights wolves is the marketing.
That's the whole thing.
Which I was down for completely. I was completely down for.
Fuck wolves.
Oh my God, I was so down for that. But it wasn't that. And I was still happy. Like, it was a great movie. Like the ending, I don't know, I hated it, but then as I thought about it, I was like, actually, no, that was perfect.
Yeah, I think it brings home the whole theme of the movie. So yeah, I liked it.
John Burns, enjoy Stallone cult movie. Will be a fun stream. Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Stallone's he's underrated for for his schlock. He's got some, like, even his worst schlockiest is still good.
Stallone's career in the 80s was interesting, right? Because it was basically like him doing Rambo and Rocky movies and making a shit ton of money, and then trying and failing to branch out from there. I just constantly having to go back to those franchises again.
Yeah. People forget he was almost started to be like a joke in the kind of the 90s. Like he was just failing everything. Like all his stuff was bombing. Like it was Rocky and Rambo. That's all he can do.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we touched on this. Coringill, do not make eye contact with Mr. Stallone.
Yeah, that's insane.
I can totally buy that. His ego absolutely was out of control.
Oh yeah.
I think Arnold's made fun of him as well because apparently, like, he would direct, like when he was directing, he would be wearing these like big extravagant fur coats while he was working. And, like, it made no sense. It was just a show of wealth, and Arnold was just like, "What the fuck does this guy think he is?"
Usually when people become, I don't know how old Stallone was, but like the later you become like famous, I've found, the more likely you are to still be a normal person. Like if you've hit like 40 before you become famous, you're not just going to overnight be a total dick unless you already were a total dick. So like the people who get rich and famous young, they seem to be the worst. Like they're the ones who are going to be entitled pieces of shit.
I think generally you're right. I think what can happen sometimes though is like if guys have been plugging away for like a good few years before they hit the big time, like they've almost got like this chip on their shoulder. Like, you know, I had to wait too long for this, and I had to pay too many dues, and like I should have got this younger.
I guess
maybe Stallone was like that a little bit.
I don't know how old he was for Rocky.
He was 30, I think. He was 29 or 30, so
he was getting close to that age.
Yeah.
Richard Chaparro, did you see TCVD like my tweet? Nice, bro. Nice.
That is pretty cool.
I wish he would like one of my tweets. Probably blocked.
I want Steven Seagal to like one of my tweets.
You think he knows how to? You think he knows how to do that?
I don't know.
I can't picture him. Have you seen him type? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He types hilariously. Oh, another one from him. I don't know what Iran is. We're going to assume it's from Romania because it sounds kind of close. All unresolved crimes are supposedly by a single person. This is the normal point to start from, Poo-Poo. Is that Sergeant Poo-Poo?
Hopefully.
Pee-Poo?
Pee-Poo?
Yeah.
Now that was the name. You know somebody was giggling while they were writing that. All right, RRTNZ with some, I'm guessing, New Zealand's. If you view this as a film as Stallone intentionally mocking Eastwood and the lone wolf cop thriller genre, then it's both clever and hilarious. Also, Chuck Norris uses axe murderers as toothpicks. He sure does, bro. He sure does.
I honestly don't think this film is that self-aware. I think
No.
they were
there's no
trying.
way.
Maybe after 10 years later, he'll be like, oh yeah, no, I meant to do it like that.
10 years later. We're coming up on like
30,
40
40 years
I
later.
feel like he missed that boat.
I don't actually know what Stallone's take on this movie is. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember him ever being interviewed about it or anything.
I've heard him talk about it. I've heard him say he wanted, like when he went back he redid Rocky IV during the whole COVID thing and released it to make it more about like his friendship with Creed and not so much the America versus USSR. Because it doesn't really, I mean, that doesn't hold up so well today. It's kind of hard for people to picture back then how they were just always the villain. So, of course, this makes total sense. But he was supposed to do Cobra too, but they never did. Skellebum. Steven Seagal reminds me of a fat Bono.
Bono.
Is that who it is? Was that from U2? I was thinking Sonny Bono, the guy that hit the tree. Okay, all right. You gotta be more clear, Skellebum. We don't know which
Bono or
Bono you're talking about. Such a common name. Oh, here we go. Burns got to the bottom of it. Sly told Brian, "You're evil because you're evil."
That's what he said to him, apparently. Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
that's great guidance for an actor. Nice one,
Be
Sly.
evil. Be evil. John Burns. Oh, we got two of them. Ever watched Sly Stallone in the movie Oscar? I think we've all seen that. That was
Once, a very long time ago.
Yeah, I've never felt like seeing that ever again.
Was it? Did he not do Oscar and Fist round about the same time?
Fist? Oh, I thought Fist was way earlier. Was Fist later? Was that one of his later movies? No, because Oscar I think was early '90s.
Oscar was 91.
Maybe I'm getting my movies mixed up here.
Fist to 78.
Yeah, like Fist was one of the early ones. It was like there was two movies like after Rocky that he tried to like make it big with, and both of them flopped. So it wasn't Oscar. It must have been something else then. Yeah, here we go. So it was Paradise Alley. That was it.
He did that in the '90s or the '70s?
That was the '70s. So he did Rocky in '76. Then in '78 he did Fist and Paradise Alley, and they both failed.
Yeah, so
and went back to do Rocky 2 slightly reluctantly.
that makes a lot of sense. Those were his failures, yeah, because you don't really hear about these movies ever.
Well, yeah, then he had, like, after Rocky 2, he had Nighthawks and Escape to Victory. I don't think either of those were exactly classics. And then, wouldn't you know it, Rocky 3 comes along.
Nighthawk
Again, out of money again.
Nighthawk is cult. Like, people love it now, but yeah, back then nobody liked it.
Yeah.
Paradise Alley. He looks like Tiny Tim. I don't know why it looks like a Christmas movie on the poster.
Yeah.
Right. So for the questions, we actually have questions. Usually I give question topics. I think this was life hacks in organic chemistry.
Oh, okay.
But we usually just get a bunch of Schneiderisms. Yeah. This is from Nick Burnett. Who would win in a fight, homeless guy or drinker?
What makes you think I'm not homeless?
So for me, I mean, we'll get your take on it. I think drinker's not going to feel it because he's going to be drunk. He's going to be trashed.
Yeah.
But then again, homeless guy is going to be all methed out, so he's not going to feel it either.
Yeah.
That's a tough call.
I feel like it's going to be like really two out of shape Incredible Hulks just battering away at each other and just not able to make any progress. So
yeah, it's not going to last very long. It's going to be a couple of swings, a couple of those punches where you don't turn your body. It's just like all shoulder and wrist.
And then we just both like kind of pass out.
Yeah, you guys grab each other's hair and then you guys fall asleep.
So I'm going to call it a no score draw.
Yeah, it's going to be judge's decision draw. Yeah, sorry guys.
You guys watch South Park at all?
I have. Not in a while, but I do.
You remember that old episode with the cheesing, where they're like inhaling cat piss to get high?
Don't think so. No.
I might.
Oh man, the episode ends and it's like Kenny and Stan's dad, and they think they're in this like epic duel in some coliseum, and then it cuts to reality, and they're both just like slap fighting each other in their underwear in a sandbox. That's kind of what I think that fight would end at.
Okay. Well, I thought maybe Drinker's gonna say like, "Oh no, I've done kickboxing for like 12 years, bro. I got this." But...
I mean, I don't like to pick on homeless people generally, unless it's been a bad night.
Oh no, this isn't one of your Scotland homeless people. This is one of your feral, crazy Americans.
Oh right, okay, yeah,
different kind.
It's like
runs up and starts banging on your car door for no reason and starts screaming at you.
The thing is, they could be like a fentanyl zombie, in which case, like, you can just batter them at will, and like they're not even going to fight back. They're just going to be out of it, which is an easy win.
That is an easy win, yeah.
But a win is still a win, Space Ice.
I would not argue against that. It goes in the win column. Nobody else can tell you one. Escape to victory, Michael Caine. Max von Sydow. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sydow.
I never know how to say it.
Oh,
Sydow or
soccer one.
Sydow.
I love that. Soccer. Fighting Nazis in soccer. What else do you need in a movie?
I mean, you got Pele in it. Like, yeah, it doesn't get much better than that.
Is that how they pronounce it? Is it Pele?
Pele, yeah.
I always heard it as Pele, but a little before my time. Oh, man. Here we go. This one's for you, Redeye.
Okay.
For Mitch meetings. How can we design fully synthetic alternatives to biologically derived drugs that maintain bioactivity but are easier to manufacture?
You got to pull a Taco Bell, I think.
Boom. Done.
A lot of filler.
Nailed it. Taco Bell. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys.
Yeah, it's all of life's problems. Taco Bell.
Mitch meetings is 2. With TikTok shutting down, I now have hours of free time in which I have nothing to fill that mind-numbing void, and thoughts of my inevitable demise are creeping in. Any life hacks to occupy my time? I usually just say Time Cop, and that usually works.
Time Cop, yeah.
I don't know if you guys got anything else. I assume we're all on the same page. We all just watch Time Cop whenever we're feeling down.
Yeah, or when I'm feeling good as well, I watch it.
So and when you're not feeling anything, yeah.
There's always time for Time Cop. When I've just beaten up a homeless man, I like to watch Time Cop to unwind.
Fuck yeah. I don't know how you can unwind to Time Cop, but more power to you. Mimsy, what is the quickest way to a man's heart? I would say spin kicks and splits. I don't know what you guys got. I don't know where he was going with that.
I would say 70-year-old morbidly obese CIA operatives who fight sitting down.
Still the best in the business. Yeah. Everyone knows. Don't fuck with that guy. Everybody knows that. Well, there's one guy that doesn't know about it, and everyone has to tell him about it repeatedly.
Isn't there like a movie where he plays a sniper and he basically just gets to play the whole movie lying down?
But yeah,
there's a movie called Sniper where he plays the whole movie sitting down.
Ah, okay.
Lay down, I think. Like he would just.
I think he would like suffocate.
He's not square enough.
Not possible.
Yeah, just doesn't work out.
Yeah, Drinker. There's a show, True Justice. It's one of Seagal's TV shows, and the amount of scenes, everyone like they'll be at like a beach. Everyone else is standing around like some dead person talking, and then they pan out, and Seagal somehow like drove a car into the scene just so he can also participate in the conversation, but he needs to be sitting. It's good.
So this is 11MA, whatever PLNs are. Tommy Lee Jones never negotiates. Okay.
Cool.
I was unaware of that. And this, I'm not sure what he's referring to. Al Long was initially cast as one of the lead villains. His role was eliminated following protests objecting to the casting of an Asian villain. Not sure what he's talking about, but I'm pretty sure he's Hispanic. I've seen Death Warrant. He's clearly Hispanic. Yeah, what movie are you talking about, Mr. Burns? That they object to an Asian villain? Because he always plays an Asian villain.
In Cobra?
Yeah, there's no way that's true for Cobra.
That's what it says.
How long?
Yeah, cast as the lead.
Wow.
Villain, but was removed from the role after an Asian group protested. Huh.
Well, that's got
it. They actually did him out of work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they made him lose
fuck
the job.
You guys. This is a major movie. Like, what assholes?
And then he went and did Lethal Weapon.
And then shortly after, he did Death Warrant. So I think he did Big Trouble in Little China not too long after this, too.
Yeah, but it was just like, he's always a henchman, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. This was like actually a major role, but nope.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go back to just showing up for a minute and then disappearing.
Hey, he got to electrocute Mel Gibson the year later, so.
He was in what?
He got to electrocute Mel Gibson as Indo a year later.
Lethal Weapon?
Yeah, 87.
So he's been in so many things. He's like that old Sven Thorson guy. He's just everywhere. You don't realize he's been in every movie.
One of Arnold's good buddies, eh?
According to Thicula, did you know the Schnidochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
That's a good one.
I like Schnidochondria. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. On the topic of organic chemistry, who would win in a fight? A mushroom growing on a moldy hamburger or Steven Seagal? I don't think that would even slow Seagal down, honestly.
I don't think he would see it.
He wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we just got Schneiderisms. So if you don't know, I always have something about Rob Schneider, and people just do puns to Rob Schneider because it makes us all happy. I schneid shut.
It's good.
Decent. See, this was almost awesome. Schneider on Elm Street. So close. Like, I think you could workshop that a little bit. I think you could make it a little closer, but that's close. Stop or my Rob will shoot. I like that one.
That's good.
This one is terrible. This one's here because it's terrible. A Schneider too far. That's
yeah. Oh.
I like it because it's so bad. It doesn't rhyme. Wrong amount of syllables. There's nothing about it. You just
still got you to say it though.
Oh, Jack Tapping. Jack Tapping is, I think he's a stalker. He wrote like 60 of these, but I'm only gonna do a few. The hills have Schneids.
That's good.
This one I've seen many times. I thought of it too, but I haven't said it before. So he gets credit for it. Jack Tapping. Crouching Schneider, Hidden Dragon. I like it.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
In Schneid Out.
In Schneid Out. That's real good.
Yeah. Jason Ulane, Schneid and Extreme Prejudice. I like that. So one of my things was Schneid and Prejudice. So I do like Schneid and Extreme Prejudice. That's good. And then Bullet Tooth just doesn't understand what's happening here. Went Schnobra. He just doesn't really get the concept. But I liked it because it's just so ridiculous. All right. So that's the questions.
Nice.
Any parting thoughts on Cobra?
It was an experience. And it was a mega hit blockbuster movie.
Damn right it was. This is the most 80s movie you will ever see. If you guys have not seen Cobra, then shame on you.
Yeah. Go put some ketchup on some fries. I'm
Yeah.
hungry for fries now, though.
If you have kids and they ask what the 80s were like, just put this on and say, watch and shut up. This is 80s.
I'm going to get my scissors and have some pizza.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, I thank you, Dranker, for joining us.
It was an absolute honor, sir. Thank you.
Good time. And whatever, Redeye. You got nowhere else to be.
I was just hanging out, you know?
Yep. All right. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next Wednesday, probably at the later time where it's not like 1 a.m. where one of the guests live. But yeah, you guys have a great week.
Catch you later.